Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. So today we have a battle against Andre, random person offline. So yeah, looking at his team, it looks to be pretty powerful stuff there. Looking at my team, it is the same one that I've been using the past several games here. So what do I want to lead with here? How do we want to play this? I think we're gonna go with the. We're actually gonna go with the Hisuian Zoroark in this one, and I think we're going to disguise it as Cinderace. Yeah, and we'll see how that works out. All right. So it looks like he is going to go ahead and lead with the Galarian Articuno, as we lead with the Hisuian Zoroark disguised as Cinderace. So, I think what we can do right out of the gate here, we could pretty freely go for a Shadow Ball here, I think. We could do that, or we could set up, although I think it's definitely a bit premature to set up here. So we're just going to go straight for a Shadow Ball, try to get some damage. He stays in. We do go for the Shadow Ball. This will definitely tell him that with a Zoroark. But it actually is just going to be enough with a critical hit, actually, to go ahead and one-shot that Articuno outright and knock him down to 5. So that's a great start to the game for us, obviously. The Illusion Zoroark caught him off guard for sure, but the crit definitely helped there. So that is pretty awesome. So definitely a strong start to the match for us, as he's going to go ahead and now come in with the Greninja, realizing what we are. So he definitely knows we're the Hisuian Zoroark, obviously, at this point, so I want to switch out, and I think I want to switch into... the Quagsire to face this situation down. So we're going to go ahead and switch to the Quagsire here, and we'll see what he wants to do. So, there it is. And he is going to go for the Water Shuriken, interestingly enough. Protean going to change him to a Water type, but obviously that's not going to affect us thanks to the Water Absorb, so that's pretty nice for us. So now I think what we can do here is we can pretty freely just go for a Yawn, so that's what I'm going to do, as he does switch out, so kind of as expected. He could be choice locked into the water move, but he is going to go ahead and switch into the Vikavolt as we go ahead and get a Yawn on this thing, which means it will be going to sleep next turn if he doesn't switch out. So I'm guessing the reason that he brought this in so freely against the Quagsire is because he probably has the grass coverage on deck, so I definitely don't want to get hit with that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch into the Duraludon. I think that's our best play, so that's what we're going to do, as we do have the resistance to both of this thing's stab moves. So he is going to go ahead and go for the Bug Buzz, which is actually going to do some decent chip damage to us despite our Eviolite, but he does then fall asleep, which is pretty good. So that is going to let us freely go for a Stealth Rock here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Just go ahead and get the entry hazards up on him. As he does stay in, we go for the Stealth Rock, get the hazards up, and it looks like he is going to be asleep this turn. I believe there is one turn guaranteed of sleep. So yeah, we get that for free. So now, I'm not sure if I want to push my luck or not, but I think we're going to actually do just that. We're going to push our luck and actually switch in with the Cinderace, hoping that he stays asleep for another turn. If he wakes up and goes for an electric move, that could be bad news, but I'm hoping he just stays asleep for another turn. So I'm going to come in with the real Cinderace here, as he actually just straight up switches the Vikavolt out, not wanting to give us any more turns to do anything else. And he's going to go ahead and switch into the Hisuian Decidueye as it takes some Stealth Rock damage. So that's pretty good for us, actually. This is a good matchup, obviously. So I think we're just going to go ahead and go straight for the Pyro Ball, and we'll see what he wants to do. He stays in, we go Pyro Ball, and it is enough to just go ahead and one-shot that Decidueye outright and knock him down to 4. So that's pretty incredible for us. Definitely looking strong right now, as we'll see what he wants to do here. So what is he going to want to bring in to face down the Cinderace here? It is going to be the Armarouge. So that thing's coming in, takes some Stealth Rock damage. So unfortunately, we don't really have anything to hit this thing with on this set. So the best thing we can do is just U-turn out. So that's what we're going to do. And we'll see what he wants to do here. So we go for the U-turn. Libero going to change us to a Bug type. Does some good damage to that thing, knocking it down below half. And we do get the pivot. So I think off of that, I'm not 100% sure what I want to come in with here. I think our best play might be to just go back to the Duraludon, so that's what we're going to do here. So there it is. And he does go for a Will-O-Wisp, and he does connect with that to go ahead and burn us. So that's not the end of the world, as we are, of course, a special attacker. So he definitely must have been anticipating the switch there into something, as we do take some damage from the burn. So I think this turn, how do we want to play this? I think we can just go ahead and go for a Thunderbolt here. It should hopefully be enough to take him out from that range, so we're going to do just that if he stays in. Hopefully it should take him out from that range. But yeah, we'll see what he wants to do. So he is going to stay in. We do go Thunderbolt. It is not quite enough to get the KO from that range, unfortunately, which is going to go ahead and let him set up a light screen, which kind of sucks. That's going to increase the special defense of all his Pokemon for several turns as we take some more burn damage. So even with the light screen, the next Thunderbolt will definitely finish him off. Really, any attack we go for at this point will finish him off. So yeah, I guess we could just switch it up and go Flash Cannon to say, in case he decides to switch, but I doubt he does. So we'll just go Thunderbolt again, as he does in fact stay in. And the next Thunderbolt will be enough to get rid of that Armarouge and knock him down to 3. So looking pretty solid there, as we do take more damage from the burn. So he does have the light screen up, which could be a problem, and we'll see how he wants to potentially make use of that, as he is going to come in with the Greninja. So that thing's coming in, and it does take Stealth Rock damage. So at this point, I don't really see a reason to switch to try to save the Duraludon. So we're just going to go ahead and try to hit this thing with the Draco Meteor as hard as possible. He is going to go for an Ice Beam. Protean going to change him to an Ice type. And unfortunately, we do actually take that. We hang on with 1 HP in the red, which is incredible. We go for a Draco Meteor, doing massive damage to the Greninja. Unfortunately, he does survive thanks to the light screen. But that is going to, unfortunately, let our Duraludon go down to the burn this turn, knocking us down to 5. But that's kind of okay, because we do have the answer for this thing in the form of the Rillaboom. So we're going to go ahead and come in with that. And we are going to get the Grassy Surge to set the grassy terrain on the battlefield. And that is also going to activate our Grassy Seed to give us that defense increase. So I don't really want to make any risky plays here, so I think we're just going to go straight for the Grassy Glide, as he does stay in, and we go ahead and take him out with the Grassy Glide. We do get a crit there. That definitely didn't matter, I don't believe, as we are max attack, and that thing was pretty low HP. So, with that is going to knock him down to 2 Pokemon, which is obviously great for us. So now he's going to go ahead and come in with the Vikavolt. It is still asleep. He does take some more Stealth Rock damage here, as with this thing being asleep, I think we could maybe not pretty safely go for a Swords Dance, just because he could potentially wake up this turn, but I think we might need the Swords Dance boost to really do anything. So I think we're just going to go for the Swords Dance and hope that he doesn't wake up. We do outspeed We get the Swords Dance to get that +2 attack, which is going to be really beneficial as he does stay asleep this turn, unfortunately for him. So nothing he can do there, as this turn we can pretty freely just go for the Acrobatics, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And at +2, that Acrobatics will surely take the Vikavolt out, knocking him down to just one Pokemon. So that is pretty awesome for us, as his last Pokemon is going to be the Archaludon, so he's going to come in with that. And he does take the Stealth Rock damage, and so we can pretty freely just go for the high horsepower here, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And he is actually going to go ahead and Terra, though. At the bottom of the 9th, he's going to go ahead and bust out his Terra on the Archaludon. What type is he going to be? He's going to be a pure Dragon type, so he is going to lose the ground weakness here, which is beneficial for him. Obviously, we do outspeed, high horsepower incoming, not nearly enough to take that thing out, even at +2, as he does get that defense boost from the stamina. Goes for the Flash Cannon, which is going to take us down by about half, unfortunately, and then we are both going to get some Grassy Terrain HP recovery. So in this situation, I think our best play here is going to be to just try to wear him down even farther with an Acrobatics, so that's what we're going to do. It's our best move. We go for the Acrobatics. Not quite enough to get the KO on the Archaludon, unfortunately, as he gets another stamina increase there. This turn he is going to go for the Draco Meteor to try and guarantee the KO on the Rillaboom. Unfortunately, he does connect to finish off the Rillaboom, knocking us down to 4 Pokemon. But he does take that harsh special attack drop, which is fine. Gets some HP back from the Grassy Terrain, as the Light Screen and the Grassy Terrain are actually going to wear out this turn. But that is all well and good, as at this point we can pretty freely go ahead and come back in with our Hisuian Zoroark, still disguised as the Cinderace. And here we know pretty much anything we go for should take him out. I don't think there's any need to Terra with his HP that low, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball. So there it is, and it is definitely enough to go ahead and take that Archaludon out from that range, and that is game. So we are going to win that one 4-0 against Andre, but that was a pretty fun match, I thought, actually. Pretty interesting game there, and definitely a good showing for us once again here. So, that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and/or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. Also, this is going to be the last battle that I post with this team. I had a lot of fun using it, and it worked out quite successfully for me, actually. I was very happy with the performance of this team. But, as is always the case, I am going to be putting it to the side, and starting next time, I am going to have yet another brand new original team for you guys. Going to keep the foot on the gas pedal here, post DLC in Scarlet and Violet here. So, stay tuned for that. That's it, and we'll see you next time.